Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Today, we're not go-karting again. Once again, we are at autocross, but we're at P.I.T.L, thankfully again. So last event, we did a fantastic job. We came first against one other person. So it was kind of, you know, it's a victory, but it's a short-lived victory because you know, it was only one person, so it wasn't that much competition. Today we're back here again. The thing is, I'm not gonna know who I'm coming up against until like the first set of people go, because then I'll finally see who's in my class, and even then I won't really know because someone might be in my class who might be marshalling. So I have to wait till like maybe the second session or like just the beginning of the second session to find out exactly who I'm competing against today. There could be a chance that I might be competing by myself because the guy in the Cyan TC isn't here, or at least I can't find him. So I might be competing against myself, which I guess is like kind of a good thing because I'll get the points, but it's a bad thing just because, like, you know, like I want to compete to win. Like I don't want to win this thing just by, you know, just because I showed up, right? It's kind of annoying, but we'll figure it out. Anyways, one thing I did do was to actually check my tire pressures. I don't like my tire pressure machine. I'll show you like a little clip or whatever of it right now. I don't really like it because the issue is it gets you to the set tire pressure, it shows you digitally and everything, but the way you have to put the thing on is you got to screw it onto the tire nipple, or whatever you want to call it. So when you screw it on, it loses some air, but that's fine because you're putting more in. But when you take it off, it loses some air, so you kind of have to set it like a PSI or so more so that you can like account for the lost pressure that's going to come out, if you understand what I'm trying to say by that. So it's kind of annoying. So I kind of set them to 29, hoping that they'll go to 28. I use them at 38, but I feel like they're too hard at 38. So I'm gonna try to go to 28 and then work my way up or whatever slowly throughout the event. They're really slick, they're really good tires, really sticky. So I think if I put down just a little bit, I might have enough pressure, especially after they heat up. It might gain up to like 29 or 30. Or I'm not sure how much they'll heat up really on an autocross course, but they'll heat up a bit, so maybe they'll go to like a 29 afterwards by the end of the run, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm very excited. They changed up the food place today. We have to go like down the street instead of a food truck, which is fine. The food should be good anyway still. Usually they don't skimp out on stuff like that, so that's pretty good. There's not really much more to say. I already walked the track. The beginning of the track kind of weird because it's not like a rolling start or like a long straight start or something like that. This time it's like I feel like it's more like the SCCA, my buddy was explaining to me, where you start and then instantly you have to turn left. So you'll see it when we start racing, like in 30 seconds or so. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I already walked the track once. I'm definitely gonna walk it a couple more times. I think I have time to do that. So I'm gonna try to run away from the camera right now so I can actually get some time doing that. But with that being said, I'll see you guys for my first run. All right, so this is run number one. Turns out the guy in the TC is here, so I do have competition. I saw him during the drivers meeting, but I didn't see his car. But I'm going to assume him being here and his car will be here goes hand in hand. Course is kind of not confusing, but it's going to be tight. I'm going to have to really pay attention when I drive. Also, I went for a ride in a E36, which is pretty modified, like probably just a bolt-on carb, even like without an exhaust, just pretty good suspension, tires. He was a really quick driver actually, so it was a lot of fun. So yeah, we're just gonna wait here and go for a run after this. Oh, 64, my bad. Oh shit. Yeah, I have one. I forgot to put them on, my bad.
Delicious run time.
Ready? Yep. I hit a cone.
Has a runtime of 56.641 seconds, including 1 penalty.
Wow. Alright, so that was runs number 1 and 2. We are doing okay actually. We're doing pretty good. I'm actually quite happy with my first and second run. Obviously I hit a cone in both runs, but I think I've kind of calmed down a bit and getting a better driving style out of this. The course is also a lot easier because there's not as many cones like everywhere. They don't have that little bus stop where there was like a million cones and you had to be like inch perfect to go quickly, let alone like fast around that stuff. So that's kind of works out. So I have a 56 plus a cone, which is 58, and then I have a 54 with a cone, which is 56. So I definitely think, so my first run I went a little too hot. My second run I kind of calmed down a bit and I had more of a content run. I slowed, did more proper movements and stuff. I didn't really overuse the tires and stuff. And I think there's definitely more time in the car. If I don't hit a cone, I think I could definitely get like a minimum. I think a minimum I can get a 53. I'm trying to shoot for a 52. I think that's gonna be my goal for the day. I think I have the class in the bag, and to be honest with you, because the first person is driving a Mazda, the person in last is driving a Mazda 3. So I'm in first right now with a 56 something. And the guy in second is in the TC. He's a 62. And the guy in last, he's in a Mazda 3, I think. He didn't get a finish. So I think his first run is kind of a wash. The problem is, a lot of people went off course first run. So I don't know if he's actually good or not. So that's going to be the problem we're going to have to deal with. But we'll see how that goes. I think I definitely have it in the bag though. I think it's like a really, really stock Mazda 3. Like I don't think it has tires or anything. So we'll see. But then again, the guy can be an absolute alien and be able to drive like a madman. So we don't know. We have no idea. But I'm going to be confident in saying I'm going to win. I'm not going to be overconfident because that's going to screw me. And last week, if someone confident came, well, I don't want to say confident because the guy in the TC is a very good driver, just he was nervous. But if we have anyone who like comes in without nerves and drives properly, we'll get screwed again like last week. Like last week if someone came, we were done. We would have been done. So, well, not last week, but last event. Anyways, you guys know what I mean. But yeah, so the day's going well. I'm probably not going to talk to you guys till the last run because I don't want to put too much of me talking because it's kind of useless and it's boring and there's nothing in it. Maybe I'll like throw my GoPro if I get a ride along with somebody. I've done 2 ride alongs. I did both in E36 and then the guy in the TC. So I can kind of figure out the course a little bit. I like it just because it gives you like a refresher quickly before you run out. Try to jump into a guy that's like really low. Maybe I'll try to jump into the Maz and see what's going on with him. Maybe he'll get me a ride just so I can see the competition. He's also number 3, so he's like one of the first guys out. So we'll try to do that. But yeah, let's go jump out for our run 3 and see what we can do. Let's get this win, guys.
Has a runtime of 56.152 seconds, including 1 penalty.
Wow, so that was a 54. Yeah. Alright, this is run number 4. I had my AC on and the windows down and some guy came up to me and was, hey, roll your window down. He goes, just so you know, AC's cheating. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, he has a Miata with no AC, but it's a supercharger and turbocharger, so it's pretty wild. Anyways, let's go for our 4th run. A little bit back or are we okay? What? Are we okay or a little bit back?
You're 6 inches short.
Okay.
Good enough.
I'm fine, I'm fine. They always say I'm 6 inches short. It's okay. Right about here though.
Nice. Ready?
Yep.
teams to bellies, has a runtime of 55.420 seconds.
Alright, well, we improved. Not as much as I wanted to, though. Alright, this is my 5th and final run. So it turns out that guy Mike in the Mazda 3 actually ended up passing me. Originally he was 2/10 on me because I'm at a 55.4 something. He was at a 55.2. So it was only 2/10, and now he's at a 53.5. So I'm gonna have to put a steamer of a lap down. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but we'll give it a good old college try and see what we can do. As long as I can go quicker, I'll be happy, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Ready to go?
Yep.
Teams to bellies, has a runtime of 53.824 seconds.
No!
Movement of 0.328 seconds.
Oh, we were so close. All right, so that is the end of the autocross day today for me. And as you saw with the time, unfortunately, I wasn't able to actually beat the guy in first, which kind of sucks. I'm kind of disappointed because I was in first all day, and I was kind of like just babying the car. I wasn't really driving. Like, looking at it now, like I improved like drastically. Like I did a 55, and I thought I absolutely scented that run. But then my last run, you can see like I absolutely like put it on the line. I pulled it out of my ass and just tried to go as fast as I could, and I ended up getting a 53.8, which is actually a pretty decent time. I'm actually kind of happy with it. I think my driving was good today. I'm gonna be honest. I think my driving compared to the last event was pretty good. I did hit a bunch of cones, but in reality I only hit 3 cones compared to like 10 or 11 last event, so it was kind of crazy what I did last time. But I don't know, I'm kind of disappointed. I thought I could have took first. One thing that's kind of annoying is the guy who beat me isn't in the actual like series. He isn't signed up for the series, so he kind of just took points away from me. But I guess it is what it is. That's kind of how autocross kind of works. So I guess you got to take what you get, right? Because if people come in and they aren't signed up and they're garbage and you beat them, you get, right? So it's kind of like a give and take. Excuse me. But yeah, so I ended up doing pretty well, 53.8. I said I wanted a 53. I think that was definitely possible. I definitely think a low 53 was possible, like a 53.1. I think if I tried a little bit harder, maybe shifted into first at that hairpin right at the corner there, I think I could have done something there. But I don't know. I think I thought the car had less grip in some corners, like that funny little turn where it's like a left, right, left. I definitely had way more grip in that corner than I think I did. I was going a little too slow. I think if I went a little bit faster in that corner, I could have done really well, because sometimes I was turning and I could feel the wheel rip out of my hand because how much grip the car actually had. So I think if I went a little bit faster, I think I could have had the rear end kick out a little bit more if I was like left foot braking or something, and I definitely could have made a couple tenths like that and I could have beat him. But shoulda, woulda, coulda is always the kind of way I kind of look at it, but it's okay. Still got second. As long as I can kind of podium for the end of the season, I'll be happy. I really do want to win. I think I can win, but I guess I gotta go event by event and just keep going and keep trying to get as many points as I can to see what I can do, because right now I'm still technically in first, I believe, because the other guys haven't shown up yet. There's a guy in a Fit and there's a couple in a Prius, so as long as they don't show up anytime soon, or if they only make, I think, 4 of the 5 events, which, see how that goes. If they only make 4 instead of the 5 that I think you need to make, then we'll be okay. But I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but we'll see. I don't know. Now I'm just rambling on about stuff. I don't know. Anyways, it was a good day. I think I did well. We got still a lot of stuff to improve on. Still, I'm really a novice driver. I think this is only like my 4th season really driving autocross, and I don't really drive the car much often, and I'm kind of jumping through a lot of things like karting, racing. And I need to get my super ready for that kind of racing. So once I start racing that, it's gonna throw me off even more. I'm either gonna have to stop something, or I'm gonna have to just be able to learn how to adapt to a different car or cart or vehicle every time I go somewhere. Because going from little low horsepower twitchy go-karts, rear wheel drive to, I don't know, like the little low horsepower front wheel drive, but a lot heavier than a go-kart. And then I'm gonna go into a car that's like 3,300 pounds with decent power and possibly aero by the time I get done with it. So it's gonna be kind of odd to see how that things go. I don't talk about my Supra a lot. I don't show it. I only have one video on my channel about my Supra and talking about what I'm gonna do with it. Just a lot of things happen. Work, life, shit happens. I'm only able to really race these right now. I don't have time to work on my car, but we'll figure that out. I really need a shop because I'm trying to get some welding done, and yeah, that kind of stuff happens. But anyways, that's the end of the video here. I'm gonna thank you guys for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which is technically tomorrow, but see you later, guys.